Great. Thank you. So let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, visible now. Yeah.
Okay,
Visible.
great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. And for this very important talk. In this talk, I will be briefing you about how artificial intelligence can be used and is being used to empower education. And most prominently, I will be, briefing about how, what research and what products that, are being produced by my lab. So to begin with, this is an overview of my research group. We have been focused on developing capable systems through the use of artificial intelligence, and since past 2 years, our main focus is on AI-empowered education systems. So, begin with, let me start with the significance of education, which is considered the passport of the future for tomorrow. And and I guess no one can deny the significance of education. So let's see how artificial intelligence is being used to empower education. So let me review some of the problems and challenges which are being faced by the education industry today. In schools, colleges, and universities, students face a lack of comprehension. This is the biggest challenge they face. That comprehension level differs from among each students, and teachers are unable to give personalized education. The second problem is that we need scalable solutions. With the increase in population, we need scalable solutions which can empower education, which can deliver education. And third thing is that sometimes teachers are not that well trained; they are unqualified. So the questions and the concepts remain unanswered for many students. So in our group, we have been focusing on developing specific AI-powered solutions. We also uh, um, encountered that a few years back, all of us were disrupted due to COVID-19, and our online infrastructure, although has developed after that, but still it can be empowered. So we'll see that how these can be integrated. So the goals is to improve the education through accessibility, adaptability, and prepare for disruptions and validation. So the first solution which I would like to introduce you is actually being developed at my lab, and we have received a few research grants as well, is IPARHAI. So those of you who are not familiar with the word Urdu, with Parhai word, it's a word in Urdu, and it means education, learning. So IPARHAI is acquired from intelligent learning, intelligent Parhai. So IPARHAI is actually an e-learning solution which is based on web as well as mobile platform. The unique selling point of IPARHAI is AI-based personalized adaptive learning. So each student is delivered personalized contents which are basically empowered through which are basically determined through artificial intelligence. That what right that what set of contents, what set of level is the student is, and what would be the rightmost content for that student. Some more, it has AI powered vigilance and some portals as well. Okay, but the unique selling point is AI powered personalized learning. And this AI powered personalized adaptive learning increases the comprehension level of students, and they can have a better learning experience in the online learning platforms. So we have been empowering this through school education, and we are going to develop this for professional courses, university educations, it could replace tuitions, and it could enhance interactive learning. So we have received a few awards and grants which have been supported through this, for this, venture. And let me a little bit explain you that how this AI-powered this content recommendation works. There's a concept of knowledge tracing. Knowledge tracing is a concept in which students' comprehension level is being judged, that what skills have been acquired by students and what skills are lacking. Although we all have exams in our physical classes, but in online classes, this system is restrictive. And even in physical classes, we can see that every student has to cope up with the pace of the class. So if a student is lacking, he or she either needs tuition or self-learning. So this is where knowledge tracing problems is very important, that we have a students to question metrics and then question to concept mapping, and using this we can determine that what concepts are learned in a very comfortable manner, what concepts are lacking, and using these concepts we can determine that what are the concepts which are needed by students. So this diagram shows you that there's a skill to skill mapping and skill to skill relationship as well, and that is also needed to be taken care of. Different deep learning based solutions are being considered for this, and most of them are based on sequence learning problems such as GRUs, LSTMs, transformers, and for that an enriched platform is being used for different subjects. And then we have a recommender system which recommends that what are the set of skills our students is most likely to learn and most likely to master, and it's based on just like collaborative filtering technology. So it has a very extensive AI algorithm which iteratively assess each student's path. Okay, so the benefits of IPARHAI, it's like adaptive learning, personalized learning. It can replace tuitions, and it can also supplement school education system. The second module which I would like to introduce you is Proctor Parhai. Again, Parhai means learning in Urdu. So the Proctor word means that how AI, how artificial intelligence can be used to determine unethical activity, some sort of like cheating in exams, and it's based on online as well as physical exam. So for this, we have also received some grant from Ministry of Planning. So there are different modules for this Proctor Parhai, which includes like facial verification, activity detection, and voice detection. There are a range of activities which are very useful in this scenario. Use of supplemental learning aids, use of internet aids, and all these are being determined. This is an example of an online cheating exam, that how cheating can be done, and it's being done. We all faced this dilemma a few years ago, and the benefits of this is actually useful for many current edtech solutions, because the current edtech solutions like Coursera, which is very popular and very very useful, but they are restricted, that they cannot validate if a person X who has taken the exam is actually the person who has received the certification. So this problem is going to be solved through this very important solution. It can benefit other tech solutions as well. It can be used for e-learning. So a range of artificial intelligence based solutions are being used, such that these are based on activity detection, and a range of activities are being determined through highly specific computer vision techniques, and also sequence learning problems. And in addition, different activities like gaze detection, receiving aid through voice aided sources, as well as all these. All these very important metrics are being considered for this very important solution, and this is under development. The third solution which I would like to introduce you is AI-based grading. So we know that with the increase in population, we need scalable solutions, solutions that can help teachers in grading. In often classes, there are multiple teachers are being used to grade assignments, and we need uniformity. So we need to we need intelligent solutions, intelligent AI-based solutions which can provide uniformity, which can provide scalability, and which can also provide response in a timely manner. So AI-based grading could be very, very useful. But this is a very challenging task. A lot of researchers have tried to solve these problems, but they are still evolving. So let me go through different types of questions for which AI-based grading is being used. And other point is that if you consider existing edtech solutions like Coursera, like Udemy, they all are based on either MCQ-based system, or they need human interference, human support to grade assignments. But in order to have a scalable solution, uniformity, we need to have AI-based grading solutions. So the goal is to replace or assist a teacher and develop solutions. I think someone's mic is open. Could you please mute it? And we will take questions at the end. We will definitely encourage questions. So there are different types of problems like short answers, essays, figures and code, and we need solutions for all these kind of questions, mathematical questions, illustrations, and it's going to be very useful. So how this kind of system would work is AI should have a very strong, empowered, NLP powered solution. It should be subject specific NLP embeddings, NLP based embeddings. So we need to train these embeddings. We need a lot of data set to have embeddings which are specific to each subject. And then using these embeddings, we can get the semantics of students' answers and then compare these answers with a model answer. It may also require some sort of like pattern recognition. We also would need to generate feedback to students who are unable to get 100% marks. We will also need adaptive learning, in which we can judge a student's response and then generate explanation based on the student's comprehension level. So all these of AI-based techniques are needed in order to develop this comprehension server. And if we go back a little, this would be totally different for figures or codes. For figures, we need to compare the student's answer with a model answer, perhaps a little bit less of NLP and much more, illustration comparison based techniques. For code, we will need a very important embedding set of solutions which can have code replacements and code synonyms kind of things as well. So a very, very open problem we have been working on, and it's this is one of the possible way out of this solution, that we have a student answer and a model answer. It needs some sort of like pre-processing in which data set is being cleaned, tokenized, stop words are being removed, stemming, and then we extract features. Bag of word is one of the technique. There are so many other words. Then it compares with embeddings as well, and then the score is being predicted. This set of solution could either go with as a classification problem as well as a regression based problem. It would be easier to solve this as a classification problem, but a classification problem would have less accuracy, and it does not have to have a binary class. It should be have multiple classes, because either right or wrong would be very limited set, and that is much easier. But the goal is to have multiple classes with partial grading system as well. Um, so some sort of other features which we have been working on in our lab is based on content translation, personalized chatbot, content generation, and content verification. So let me introduce you first with the content verification system. So content verification is that if we have AI-powered solutions, scalable solutions in which contents are being provided by different instructors, then we need to verify these contents, that whether these contents are useful, they are ethical, they are as per the skill level of the course. So all these problems are very open problems, and we need good solutions for content verification. These could be based on, okay, so each one of these problems could have different solution. For example, we can have one solution which can validate the contents if they are ethical, and they are and then we can have another solution which can validate the contents if they are according to the skill set level of the subject. So the idea is to replace, humans or assist humans through artificial intelligence in content verification system. Similarly, we have a content generation system need, because as we can say that e-learning is gaining popularity. So we need to, and content is a bottleneck. So we need scalable solutions which can basically automatically generate contents or assist humans in generating contents. So because content generation is a bottleneck for e-learning. So we need AI-powered solutions which can basically generate contents. Now we're going to move to content translation system. So content translation system is very useful because as we know that most of the contents are not in native language. Web is full of resources. It's like full of resources, and most of them are in English. But for countries which are non-native speakers of English, duplicating contents, duplicating hi-fi scientifically equipped contents in native language is a challenge. So using AI-powered content translation systems is very useful. Although there has been some research in that, for example, uh, there are translation systems, but having a good, powerful translation system which can translate text, videos, games, and all these kind of features, solutions, answers, manuals, is a need of the time. So content in native language is a very important concept. It can improve literacy, it can improve comprehension. Another very important research area is a personalized chatbot. So we have using ChatGPT, we know other important LLM supported chats based softwares, but they are not personalized. By personalization, I means, like molding answers as per the level of the student, as per the comprehension level of the student. A grade 2 student has a different comprehension level than a grade 10 student, and a grade 10 student has a different comprehension level as compared to a student, a working professional. So a chatbot should be able to deliver contents as per the comprehension level, as per the skill level, and that is a very open problem. A few of the work is being initiated, but a lot need to be done in this regard. Another very important problem is like compression techniques, because we know that internet could become a bottleneck. So in areas where basically uh, the internet is not very strong. We need AI-powered solutions where contents can be summarized, can be truncated, can be compressed automatically based on the available network bandwidth. So all these are very open problems in edtech industry. So edtech industry is open to artificial intelligence based solutions. We need massive data. We need to conduct trials for that. It's a very huge industry. It's a very established industry, but it has lots of open areas. It has lots of areas for improvement, for R&D, for research challenges. It needs accuracy. It needs precision. I mean, we know people have been complaining about Chat GPT as well. So it's although AI is there, but a lot of methods, a lot of research is needed to conduct massive trials to develop applications which can assist or replace humans in a very strong manner. So to conclude, we need effective solutions. AI could be extremely beneficial. There's a lot of scope. There are so many issues and challenges in emerging technologies. So I invite all the researchers to explore this area, and if there is a need and if there's an interest, we can work on collaboration. So thank you so much.
Okay, so many thanks, Professor Jawwad. So for very impressive session. So now we open the question to the floor. So dear colleague, is there any question? You may unmute your mic or you may write in the question through the chatting box lah. Okay, I think we have around 30 minutes lah, more or less for Q&A.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jawwad sir. We will get the recording of this session.
I think for recording, you may have to contact the administrators and the host. Perhaps they can answer this question.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr.
Okay. Upon then, this sharing session is recorded, yeah? Yeah. So yes, it's
I think
recorded.
yes.
So we will share later lah through official Facebook, YouTube, something like that lah. Okay. So is there any question? Yeah, Professor
Dr.
Jawwad. Yes. Continue.
How ChatGPT can affect this model which you have presented?
I mean, thank you, Dr. Numan. Which model are you
Can it
talking
provide
about?
some help?
I'm sorry.
When we to, for example, AI-based assessment. So can ChatGPT and its library or functions can help us in developing such systems?
So the question is that can ChatGPT help in AI-based assessment grading? Are you talking about grading, or are you talking about?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so ChatGPT is only trained on an existing set of data set, right? What AI-based grading is that it's actually, I mean, duplicating a teacher. So for example, let's suppose if there is an answer and it's being graded by two different teachers. So these two different teachers may have different grading schemes. So I mean, for example, let's suppose you and I are teaching a course and we have different sections. So we may both have different grading scheme. So either we can train it on one scheme or other scheme, or we can train it combined. So AI-based grading is actually uh, I mean, duplicating a teacher's grading style. But for that, we need like lots of data. A chat GPT is only consistent with one grading scheme, for which it has been trained. Not necessarily it is correct, not necessarily it reflects yours or mine grading scheme. So for that, we need to train our own model. We need to have our own grading scheme. I hope this answers, your question.
Uh, it means, Dr. Saab, if we are teaching, for example, logic design and switching theory, or if we are teaching software engineering, so the assessment model will be very different because they have different type of questions. So, what do you suggest? Can it be generalized, or every type of subject we need a lot of data to train the model?
That's a very good question. Yes, I think it cannot be generalized. We need to have subject specific models. So for example, if we are teaching digital logic design, in digital logic design, we have answers based on like truth table, based on some diagrams. So we need a solution which can understand the diagram drawn by the student and compare it with this like model answer. And for table, we need to have maybe row by row entry comparison, but we need to have semantics as well because the row order can be changed. So this is a different set of problems. Let's suppose there's another subject called object-oriented programming. For that, it's purely based on code. So we need a different model which can compare the code. And then we have statements which can be replaced, which can be simultaneously used. For example, loops. Switch cases statement, if else statement. So it means we have different set of embeddings, different problems for that. So I think we need to have to cater this problem, subject wise, and not and there should not be any one solution fit all thing, Yes,
Okay, thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay, so is there any more question?
Okay, I have recently joined. Can I have the recording of the session?
Yes, the recording, and the organizers are saying that they will share the recording on their YouTube or Facebook page. So if Diana, could you please share the Facebook page or the YouTube channel so that link so that those who don't have any idea about it can have a record, please.
Yeah, we will share later lah to all participants. No worry, yeah. Okay, okay, Professor Jawad. Okay, so I have one question lah. Okay, so in your opinion, right? Let's say the proposed framework or idea, right? Using AI to do the marking process, right? Let's say the project is successful. So how does the university will accept this new way to marking, no? The current process, human will marking that one lecturer, isn't it? So is there any issue with the university, or how do we get approval from the top management, isn't it? Maybe there may be pilot project. So how do you plan to proceed in that direction lah? Right, the idea is good, but in the end, whether it is can be applied or not, one question lah. Right, whether it can be accepted by the policy maker, also one question. So what your opinion on this?
That's a very good question, sir. Let me explain a bit the problem. So if you or I or myself or anyone else among the participants are teaching a course, let's suppose we have about 30, 40, 50 students in our class. We find our grading to be acceptable and we do it. But let's suppose we are talking about a Coursera-based system, Coursera-like system, which has like thousands of users. At such moment, we are just restricted to multiple choice questions. So in Coursera, a student is assessed after reading some contents or videos through multiple choice questions. That's a very strong limitation that limits how a student can be tested. That limits the wider acceptability of edtech solutions. So I think edtech industry, it needs to come up with acceptable solutions which can basically provide them a wider set of measures through which students can be assessed. There are different sets of problems. We have just talked about digital logic design, essays, short answer based questions, descriptive questions, coding based solutions, diagrams, and multiple choice question is a very limited set of application. So if there is such a solution which has been developed, I'm sure the industry would be very much willing to accept it. The question is that how to develop such a solution. In order to develop such a solution, there is a need to have a large number of data set, a huge data set, which can basically be used for training. So for that, we, the educationists and the researchers, have to collaborate. We have to have some sort of uniform assessments through which we can grade a wide range of students and have them graded, have that labeled data set, and that data set is then used, and that data set should be used for AI-based grading. And I'm sure and we can take this problem for one subject, a subject by subject. So let's suppose we start with a very basic course of computing and develop such a data set, and then if we have large data set, then I'm sure it would be much easier to train such such data set, and then we can have the solution which should be used, and it would help all of us, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. So is there any more question? Okay, I think before we finish our international webinar today, we on our camera and we take photo lah, group photo Puan Dana. Could you please take the group photo? Okay, so we invite everybody, all the participants today, to on your camera. We call group photo evidence lah, our evidence. Yeah, Dr. Jekyll is here. So Fadli also here. Some of our colleagues is in the Labuan Island, from Jawwad, because we have two campus here, one in KK, Kota Kinabalu, the other in Federal Territory lah, which is Labuan.
That's very good and nice to see some faces on the screen, and thanks for all the faculty members and all the R&D and research personnel, all the participants for joining. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So hopefully later we can our university, our faculty can collaborate further lah. Maybe later we communicate with Dr. Hassan lah. How do we enhance our collaboration lah?
Sure,
So, okay.
we'll be happy to do that.
Okay, good. Many thank you. Puan Diana, boleh ambil gambar dah?
Sudah, Prof, Doktor.
Sudah?
Ya, sudah tadi.
Ya, sudah. So, okay. So, thank you very much, Prof. Jawwad, for spending
Thank you.
your time today. So, hopefully we
Thank
can
you.
meet later, maybe for the official collaboration. So, for the rest, thank you very much. So, we meet in another international webinar lah. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Jawwad.